This day is called the Feast of Crispian. He that outlives this day and comes safe home will stand a tiptoe when this day is named and rouse him at the name of Crispian. He that shall live this day and see old age will yearly on the vigil feast his neighbours and say, "To-morrow is St. Crispian." Then will he strip his sleeve and show his scars and say, "These wounds I had on Crispin's day." Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot. But he'll remember, with advantages, what feats he did that day. Then shall our names, familiar in his mouth as household words, Harry the King, Bedford and Exeter, Warwick and Talbot, Salisbury and Gloucester, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered. This story shall a good man teach his son, and Crispian shall ne'er go by from this day to the ending of the world, but we in it shall be remembered. But even as he makes whatever he makes, and no matter how much he makes, man longs to destroy the thing he has made. Finding no enemy, he becomes his own enemy. As he traps the horse, so he traps other men. But the others strike back, trap closing on trap. Having eaten enough, man must build a wall around whatever food is left, and other men must pull down that wall so the roof gets split. And the rain, the changing air, wash away whatever is left of man and his cities, when men have done with them.
Good. That's much better that time. You've got the verbs and the, you know, and the separate ideas much clearer. I think what if we can get back into it now is your original thing of the kind of character you're playing as opposed to the one that David's playing.
Yeah.
You know, a dual inset, if you like, you know, proper thing, especially after once it's started.
Now tell me, what is it you're trying to do?
What we're trying to do is to break out of a circle in which the theatre is imprisoned. Now, our theatre, as you know, is rooted in Shakespeare. And we believe from the text and from what we know of the world of Shakespeare that in his time the theatre spoke not just to a small group, a cultured group, but to everyone, to the butcher and the baker, as well as the nobleman, the courtier and the poet. And we think that a theatre that can do that is the only kind of theatre that really counts. And therefore what we're trying to do in this whole thing, this whole enterprise of travelling around London and playing in all sorts of odd places, is to reach the particular class of people that is conspicuous by its absence from the theatre.
All human life is here. Now, this could be the motto for this smash hit of the 1550s. What about this for a build-up?
The inevitable and true tragedy of Mr. Arden of Feversham in Kent, who was most wickedly murdered by the means of his disloyal and wanton wife, who, for the love she bare to one Mosby, hired two desperate ruffians, Black Will and Shakebag, to kill him.
What? 20 guineas? Give my fella George Shakebag and me 20 guineas, and if they'll have thine own father slain that thou mayest inherit his land, we'll kill him.
Aye, thy mother, thy brother, thy sister, all thy kin.
Well, this is it. Arden of Feversham hath highly wronged me over divers matters, that no revenge but death will serve the turn. Will you two kill him? Here's guineas down.
Give me the money and I'll stab him as he stands pissing against the wall.
Where is he?
He's now in London at Aldersgate Street.
He's as dead as if he had been condemned by Act of Parliament if once Black Will and I swear his death.
In this turbulent tempest of sex and passion, love's true course can scarce run smooth. Thrill to the fate of these two damned creatures.
Alice!
I pray thee, Mosby, let our springtime wither. Our harvest else will yield but loathsome weeds. Forget, I pray you, what has passed between us, for now I blush and tremble at the thought.
What, are you changed?
Aye, to my former happy state again.
From title of an odious strumpet's name to honest Arden's wife. Not Arden's honest wife. Even in my forehead is thy name engraven. That mean artificer, that low-born name.
Nay, if you can curse, let me breathe curses forth. I left the marriage of an honest maid whose dowry would have weighed down all thy wealth. But now the rain hath beaten off thy guilt. Thy worthless copper shows thee counterfeit. Go, get thee gone. A coat's mate for thy hinds. I'm too good to be thy favourite.
Nay, Mosby, hear me speak a word or two, or I'll bite my tongue if it speak bitterly. Look on me, Mosby, or I'll kill myself. Sweet Mosby is as gentle as a king, and I too blind to judge him otherwise. Flowers do sometimes grow in fallow lands, weeds in gardens, roses grow on thorns. So whatsoe'er my Mosby's father was, himself is valued gentle for his worth.
Oh, how you women can insinuate and clear a trespass with your sweet-set tongue. I'll forget this quarrel, gentle Alice, provided I be tempted so no more.
Then with thy lips seal up this new-made match.
Hark! Somebody comes.
Shudder at the dreadful murder which unties this tangled knot of greed and passion.
Mosby! Alice! What will you do? Nothing but take you up, sir, nothing else.
Here's for the pressing iron you told me of!
And here's for the £10 in my sleeve.
What? Groans thou? Give him the weapon. Take this for hindering Mosby's love and mine.
The most suspenseful drama ever staged.
Mistress, the guests are at the door opening. Knock. What shall I let them in?
Mosby, go thou and keep them company. Susan, fetch water and wash away this blood.
Oh, mistress. Oh, mistress. The blood cleaveth to the ground and will not out.
But with my nails I'll scrape away the blood. Oh, the more I strive, the more the blood appears.
Oh, what's the reason, mistress, can you tell?
Because I blush not at my husband's death.
You chew your fingers to the toenails.
Oh, mistress, the mayor and the watch are coming towards our house with clubs and swords.
Make the door fast, let them not come in. Yes. Quick, convey the body to the field. Hark! They knock! Now, Susan, let them in. How now, Master Mayor? Have you brought my husband home?
Arden, thy husband and my friend, is slain.
Oh! By whom, Master Mayor, can you tell?
Nay, I know not, but behind the abbey there he lies murdered in most piteous case.
But Master Mayor, are you sure 'tis he?
I isn't too sure. Would God were otherwise.
Find out the murderers, let them be known.
Aye, so we shall. Come you along with us.
Wherefore?
Know you this hand towel and this knife?
It is the pig's blood that we had to supper. Wherefore steal? Find the murderers out.
I fear me you'll prove one of them yourself.
I one of them. What mean these questions?
I fear me he was murdered in this house and carried to the fields forward. From that place, backwards and forwards, may you see the print of many footsteps in the snow. Look round this chamber where we are, and you shall find part of his guiltless blood. Look, in the chair where he was wont to sit. See, his blood. It is too manifest.
It is a cup of wine that Susan shed.
Aye, truly.
It is his blood which strumpet thou hast shed, and if I live, thou and thy accomplices which have contrived and wrought his death shall rue it. Tremble to the terrible retribution of these wicked lovers. See them glory in their naked sexual passion. You will never forget the searing story of Arden of Faversham. All next week with full supporting program.
All this is aimed finally at our new theatre in the Barbican, which is going to have 1,500 seats, and I hope enough cheap seats for people to make a regular habit of dropping in.
And it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom.
Shakespeare was an actor as well as a playwright, and by using a speech in Hamlet to a group of travelling players not unlike ourselves, he's able to give actors a few pertinent words of advice, in no way different to the sort of notes we get from our director after every performance. And it always goes something like this.
Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth it, as many of your players do, I had us leave the town, crier spoke my lines. Nor do not saw the air too much with your hand thus, but use all gently. Oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a robustious, periwigged, pated fellow tear a passion to tatters, to very rags, to split the ears of the groundlings, who for the most part are capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows at noise. Now be not too tame neither, but let your own discretion be your tutor. And let those that play your clowns speak no more than is set down for them. That's villainous, and shows a most pitiful ambition in the fool that uses it. Suit the word to the action, and the action to the word, with this special observance, that you o'erstep not the modesty of nature. For anything so overdone is from the purpose of play, whose end, both at the first and now, was and is to hold as 'twere the mirror up to nature, to show virtue her own feature, scorn her own image, and the very age and body of the time his form and pressure.